Hey everybody, NavyDoc5184 here, and welcome to our next movie reaction. I'm joined by my son Jacob and my daughter Tonya, and we are going to be watching The Karate Kid. So, if I recall correctly, me and Jacob have actually seen this one. Tonya is the one who has not.
Huh?
So this is actually going to be her first time watching this one. You guys haven't seen the remake either, have you?
No.
The one with Jaden Smith?
Heard about it, never watched it.
Okay. Not bad in its own right, just don't compare it to the original, otherwise it'll kind of ruin it for you. But, so we are watching the original 1984 Karate Kid. We're actually going to be doing, I say the full series. After we get done with Karate Kid, we'll pretty much, I'll put up a poll and leave it up to you guys on whether we watch the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank. We may do that anyway since Miyagi is involved with it, but we'll leave that involved with you. But either which way, once we get done with the movies, we are then going to move into the Cobra Kai series, which I have seen in its entirety, but they have seen none of it.
Absolutely nothing.
So the Cobra Kai will be a completely fresh watch for them, but either which way, this should be a very fun journey to go on. It'll probably take some time to get through, but we will get through it, and we'll definitely make sure to enjoy it. So in the meantime, I know you've already seen the movie. Tonya, do you really know anything about the movie at all?
Nope.
So, like I said, she's going in completely fresh. So we'll go ahead and get started. For those of you that are watching on Patreon, we are watching this via Amazon Prime Video. There will be a timer on the video, so you know exactly where we are in the video. So if you're on Patreon and you want to do the full watch along, just make sure you have a copy of it yourself, and then you can use the timer as a guide to know where we are in the movie. Though I will have periodic times where I will pop up the video just so you can get a visual cue as well. But either which way, let's go ahead and get started.
Wake up! Look off the starboard bow!
I wonder if that's accurate. Is that actually starboard?
Oh, we made it.
Yes, it would be.
Good.
Come on.
I guess I got
Look,
that.
he's wearing a tank top. You don't need to be so ashamed.
Is this the only pool you guys got here?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, what was that, karate?
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, been doing it long?
Yeah, a while.
3.5,
Ever use it?
5
A
something.
couple times, you know.
Bet you could kick some ass,
8.
huh?
It was an 8,
Hey, I'd like
but
to learn some of that.
what good is it if it's not?
I want to know who put that floaty in there.
Yeah, like, they had.
How'd you know I was from Jersey?
Because I'm from New Jersey. I got a nose for my own.
Yeah, faucet's really leaking there.
That's a side eye if I've ever seen one.
Bombay.
And look at that.
Yeah.
Even he knows.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at
it's
that.
like,
Hey,
What can I tell my mom when?
when what?
When are you gonna fix the faucet?
After.
After what?
After.
even now, how can you not love this man? After.
That's not creepy.
In the 80s, not so much.
Bro, my man is
A lot of this,
sweating.
yeah, a lot of this stuff you can't look at from a 2023 angle.
Yeah, that's my angle that I'm looking at it from.
Like those sweat stains.
Oh, I forgot about.
Still creepy.
He took that like a champ too, though.
Oh, he did. I'll admit.
I missed it. What happened?
Homeboy got hit in the face with a soccer ball.
It sounds like something that would happen.
Ah, good old
I've
old slow down to fade transition.
I've gotten hit in the face. With
Okay,
every
you gotta
single
admit, this is
ball.
still a little creepy. He has been, like, intently staring
Yeah.
at her for hours at this point.
To be fair, she's been staring back.
True, but he did start it.
Oh my god, she's hot. Oh, let's stare at her for an hour straight.
No, ex-degenerate, man. 8 a.m. tomorrow, I'm a senior. I've got 1 year to make it all work. And that's what I'm gonna do. Make it work. All of it, right? That's right, man. Well, I want to talk to you, all right? What is your problem? God, all right. You have enough?
Ooh.
Okay, man. Now we're even, huh? No, we're even. No worries.
His entire group.
Yeah, but it's a personal thing.
Oh, fair. Well, not really personal. They just met.
He did get a solid hit on him, though.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a name?
Allie, with an I. Hey, what's your name?
Daniel, with an L.
I'll see you later.
Definitely.
It's called flirting.
Not like you would
seem
ever know.
confused. I do know.
Have a nice trip.
Look out, Coach, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing to Bobby.
That's a nice punch.
This school sucks, man. I shut out of here. Sucks.
People gotta learn. They always get the person who retaliates.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of thing, though.
I mean, it happened to me.
Do what?
It happened to me.
Or?
Lore? What lore?
Are you talking about when you were playing basketball?
No. When I was in public school.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
what
I was
happened?
I was on a bus. This has nothing to do with the movie. I was on a bus, and like this kid put me in a chokehold until I passed out, and I fell out into the middle of the bus. But because I'm the one who wasn't sitting in my seat while the bus was moving, I got in trouble. Nothing happened to the other kid because it quote unquote wasn't his fault that I fell.
Okay, I did not hear about this story.
2nd grade.
That was your last year of public school, right? Before your mom put you in the homeschool? I know she said that you were getting bullied. She didn't tell me it was that extent.
No, it was bad.
Good Lord.
Wait, how old?
Weeks.
Weeks. 1 week, 5 weeks. How many weeks is weeks?
I'm with him on this one. You gotta be more specific.
That's a valid question.
I'm gonna be honest here. This scene that's coming up, you know the one I'm talking about. It's so well done. This scene right here. Look in the background.
As soon as a spot opens up, you're in. And
So pay attention to the background and also pay attention to the conversation they're having.
they pay for it. You met Kevin and Kenny, who became your best friends in the whole world. You gotta give it a try. Hey, I know it's hard, but we're not quitters, are we?
They look like a bunch of nitwits. Like,
But
what?
considering they're in
How-
California.
What was he doing?
Okay, I gotta give props to that shot right there.
That is an awesome shot.
Like getting those shadows right there.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
No, not Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo.
Well, there's your first lesson. How to take a fall. Hey, don't think about the pain.
Ooh, there's a rock right behind it. Ooh, yeah.
Though it does make you wonder though, like how many kids like probably watch this movie who probably really sympathize with Daniel on this one.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
got.
I hate this place. I hate it. I just want to go home. Why can't we just go back home?
You know, it's weird because like a lot of people probably look at him as just being like a whiny teen or anything, but I mean, being a teen in this situation, like leaving everything you knew to something like this, who really probably doesn't understand really kind of like what it's for.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that he's getting bullied relentlessly.
Like, this is, like, dangerous at this point.
I just remembered I forgot something, so I'll catch up with you guys in a minute, okay?
Yeah, no, you don't have to run away.
I'm not running away from anything.
Oh, I think this is later that day.
Think only tree. Make a perfect picture down to last pine needle.
Reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode.
What?
Clear out everything except fine dining.
I think that's what was inspired it.
His name is not my throat is name.
Oh, there it goes.
I actually really like
What's his
this
name?
scene.
What's his name?
Tonya, you can probably appreciate this one when drawn.
How do I know if my picture's the right one?
If come from inside you, always right on.
Don't. Dude, that skull costume at the bit. Wow, that's actually
I don't see it.
bottom left.
Oh, I see it.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's Daniel. Where? The shower. How do you know?
I just know.
No,
because I'm intelligent.
Just wait.
Wait for it.
Because they're about to show it. Will not be shown on YouTube,
Oh.
but...
Hey, man. Watching from the sofa.
Spider-Man?
Oh, that. Oh.
I swear they added Bone Forever.
They could have been his headset, too. He was running out with broken walk. This right here! Ooh!
Look at him, Dutch. He can't even stand up. So what? That don't mean squat. Johnny, leave him alone, man. He's had enough. On the side when he's had enough, man. What is wrong with you, Johnny?
I'm with that guy there.
Bobby. Yeah. Funny.
Oh my god, that was... Oh!
I hope he didn't attack Bobby. Bobby's nice.
Bobby attacked first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But
The only reason I respect Bobby is because he realized when he should have stopped. I mean, yeah, I get it. He was following the guys. He's a part of that group. But, like, he didn't want to take it too far. He knew when to stop. And for
he's
that,
like the one that has any, like, semblance of, like, a real conscience.
Yeah. And for that, I do respect Bobby the most.
Ask leave boy alone to train.
You're a pushy little bastard, ain't you?
But I like that. I like that.
All right. No one touches the prima donna until the tournament. Is that understood?
Hey, that kid is in a cast. I just noticed that.
But you don't show.
And it's open season. And him. And you.
He's literally threatening an elderly man and a little boy.
Here, karate, same thing. Either you karate do yes, or karate do no. You karate do gesso. Just like grip.
That was actually a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be.
Well, because, I mean, it applies really with so much if you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a lot of it, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you really got to be all in or all out.
Yeah.
Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off. Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
And that's your mother?
Yeah, that's her.
Hi.
She's waiting for us now.
You know what's crazy is I see Daniel's mom and I see my mom, like, I totally see her just peeking out, just hi.
Beautiful house you have.
Oh, poor Daniel. You can see how annoyed he is already. See, I love how cool Allie is, but it's like you'd see Daniel, he's just so... The problem is, I think he's very self-aware of how judgmental Allie's parents are, though. Yeah. It's like she's completely oblivious and Daniel's completely aware.
I need a picture to remember this by, 'cause memories can die so fast.
Every time I see this scene, I want to go to like Round One or Dave and Buster's. She had the right idea. Keep him on the wall. This is the first time where it looked like he's actually had some fun outside of that beach party.
Yeah.
It was like things were good, at least until the fight at the beach party. And then it's like everything was like hell after that. And then finally he just had a chance to just let loose and be a teen.
Got real fish in there. This is outrageous.
The circle, left the circle, right the circle, left the circle. Breathe in, breathe out.
I gotta give Daniel credit. I would have been questioning his methods a long time ago, but he still keeps coming back without questioning.
And does them.
Yeah, without question. I mean, obviously not question with that because after the whole car washing thing, you know, he learned not to question it. But
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, look.
your luck.
I must agree with that sentiment.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
Done.
Like if I ever paint anything where it's like up and down, this is how I do it all the time anymore.
Very good. Up.
Ooh.
Damn it! Can't believe this.
Show me wax on, wax off. That! 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 Show me paint the fence. That! Face! That! That! Show me side to side. That! 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 Show me sand or floor. That! 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 Yes! Stop! Come back tomorrow.
The way he just.
Now, not only has the light bulb gone off, it has exploded. That was like wattage overload right there.
Kindly do it yourself, Mr. Moto.
Okay.
Oh.
Then white train.
So I won't have to fight.
Miyagi have a hope for you.
When am I gonna learn how to punch?
Learn how punch. When learn how keep trying.
He is
The only thing that
way
would-
too much fun with that.
The only thing that would be better is if Miyagi himself actually back rolled into the lake. But yes, I do agree. He must have way too much fun with that.
Oh, it's behind there.
That's like a dad laughing at his own horrible dad joke. Into in a second.
Oh wait, why is he going from the kitchen? Oh, why is nobody?
Yeah, I want to know when I'm okay.
That's
Don't you ever do that to me again!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! How?
Fall backwards.
How did that much spaghetti?
Oh, here we are. It's this part.
I wish I could show this whole scene. Unfortunately, I know I'm going to be forced to cut some of it off. But
Why?
What's he drinking?
Oh.
no,
Drinking that good old.
it's not even the drink. It's just the scene is so good, but obviously because of copyright, there's no way I could get away with having this whole scene on the YouTube video. But see, it's amazing. It's like as a kid, this scene was always so boring to me. But then as I grew older, this scene makes the movie. Like, this is probably the best scene in the whole movie.
Hey,
Man, it's just-
Miyagi. Yes, sir. Regret to inform wife, son, complication about.
You see, I like the build up to this, but I feel like there could have been just a couple more lines leading up to that to connect it a little better.
Well, I think that's kind of what this right here serves for, because you see the paper clippings that he's looking at.
Yeah.
How all the Japanese are getting moved.
At the men's and our relocation center, your wife and newborn son died due to complications arising from childbirth.
And it's like he just read that. It's almost like you could see in his face. It's just like everything that he was dealing with. Well, yeah, at the point it was getting dangerous, but it's like compared to that,
Mm-hmm.
then seeing that patch, but then this right here. I mean, freaking Medal of Honor. And his wife and son, I mean, we're just going to call it what it is, died in a concentration camp.
Yeah.
Which honestly really says a lot about him. The fact that he still even has his uniform and will still wear his uniform shows that he's like proud of his service. But the fact that while he was doing that, his wife and son died
Yeah.
in a camp, that, I mean, it's just like,
Respect.
hit my
Love that.
funny bone.
But there are like 2 candles. If you could like blow them out. No.
He's well. In all honesty, I'm amazed he had the president's mind to even blow out the one. I mean, you could kind of tell how shook he was after all that. Because that's where it's like everything there. It's like, thinking, he has it all together, and then he's been living with that for so long.
Yeah.
Which really, I think, really makes this scene right here really all that great. The fact that he's really going out on his own, trying to, apply everything that Miyagi has taught him.
Drive a punch. Yeah! Drive a punch on yourself. Yeah!
She shouldn't have to, should she?
Well, I don't think I can agree with that.
See, I was thinking that myself, but then there's a part of me, I'm just like...
I get the sentiment.
I mean, even when you initially saw the kid, she was instantly kind of fighting against it, and it was pretty clear. But, see, I think the problem was, I mean, he was already so insecure about their difference in, like, social class, that he probably wouldn't have seen it.
You are a jerk. So am I forgiven?
I mean, she did kind of, her friend,
Hey, I
who
don't hear anything.
kind of treated him pretty bad
Like a yes
from the
to me.
beginning anyways, but, the fact that she really took the time to point out, that, Allie never really did anything that should have made Daniel feel insecure or anything. I mean, she always treated him good. Like he was on her level.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Referee. This is not Miyagi. Miyagi.
I remember when
Very smooth.
when I first realized what was going on there.
Hey, you gotta give it to him. That is incredibly smooth. Like that
you kind of
is.
got to give it to her too for catching on that quick on what he was doing.
That's good.
That was a pretty good kick.
Another good hit on.
See, that first kick though, if you think about it, that guy charging really added to the power of it, because Daniel didn't really go into the kick. That was just all the guy's momentum.
Yeah. Honestly, this music, this song.
I love this song. That oof. This guy.
That was good. I liked that.
Because I think that guy was like another a choreographer. He actually really knew karate, but just think of an alternate universe though. This song was originally supposed to be on Rocky 3.
Yeah.
But they chose Eye of the Tiger instead. I think it all worked out for both parties.
I must agree. Ooh, that's a good bait.
That was. Yeah, but that just really kind of shows why that was really a bad, I guess say defensive maneuver to go down, because he went right up to him and kicked. Nice, there he goes. Can see. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, even though it's like it feels like it's more offensive, it's like when you really look at all the damage it's done by the opponent.
Yeah.
Oh crap! That's brutal.
It's nice, is what it is. That was nice to watch.
That was a good.
Yeah. Both sides, that was good.
Yeah, see, that was a good, because with the way he was kicking, you think it was open. So the fact that he was able to go break that and then instantly into a block,
yeah,
that really just shows you his overall skill in general.
Oh, that's Bobby.
Yep.
Okay, I missed this on my first one.
But I'll be disqualified.
Out of commission.
I like that. That adds a whole nother layer to it. See, even he's nervous.
I also like how Bobby is like, oh.
Again, because Bobby's an actually good person. Just, he didn't want to He couldn't
was
say
following
no.
orders.
It's what he'd been trained to do.
No need fight anymore. You prove a point.
At what point? That I can take a beating?
I mean, be honest, he did prove the point that they really had to cheat to beat him.
For real.
But at the same time, though, I really do understand Daniel's thing with this on the idea, that's like, it's one thing to go down like that, but it's at the same time, it's kind of like you didn't get the chance to finish.
Yeah.
And it's like, you kind of got to know. So it's like, I completely understand why he wants to finish so bad. Priest ain't happy about that.
Mm-mm.
My question is, how does Bobby feel about that?
Yeah.
There's actually a part of me.
My guess is he's got to feel some.
I can't help
maybe.
The fact that he was able to come back and reveal.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so maybe I didn't mess him up as bad. Well, see, the thing is, you did mess him up as bad as you think. It's just Miyagi magic.
That's good.
I love the stance switch Daniel did there. I switched from one side to the other. That was real smooth switch right there.
Sweep the leg. You have a problem with that?
He does, but he ain't gonna tell you.
No, Sensei.
No mercy.
And that is a little turn from earlier. He was the one that he switched roles now.
Yeah, because now you're realizing he is the real villain of the movie.
Yeah.
Because even Johnny is starting to realize it now.
And this is going back to what Miyagi said earlier. No, Miyagi, sorry, I'm never gonna get that right. It's like no bad student, only bad teacher.
No, there was no way he was escaping.
Still, that was good. That was a good try.
Yeah. I mean, he really didn't have much else going for him, but. As someone whose knee goes down or not, it's like I hate watching that elbow to the knee. Okay,
Are you sure that Bobby
no,
said
that was Tommy. That was Tommy.
Yeah, there's no way
Bobby.
that's Bobby.
Yeah,
especially not the way he's been in this movie. I don't trust
Here
the titles on
Here
that
we go.
one. Thing is, Miyagi, he doesn't know. Ooh. He's so proud. Look at that smug face. He's so happy.
I've watched this movie over 30 years, and I still get pumped on this part.
Oh. They freeze frame this, don't they?
What's
Oh.
We did it! We did it!
Is that a tear? Where's the tear? Show me that.
Yeah. And the freeze frame. Yeah.
Alright, everybody. That was Karate Kid. Jacob had something to say right off the bat. Real quick.
So it is definitely, in my opinion, this movie is much better when you remember watching it. The feelings you get from watching it and the most important scenes in this movie is most definitely than the whole movie overall. The movie definitely has some problems with it, but they are very small and don't really take away from the point this movie is trying to tell.
Bro going film theory.
Well, and something that I was talking about earlier, because I know a lot of people have a problem with Johnny not getting that point for the punch to Daniel's face, but yet Daniel got the point for the kick to the face. I don't remember where it was where I heard it, but when it came to tournament rules, there was a rule where closed fist contact with the face did not count as a point, but kicks did. So theoretically, that was a legal kick. For everybody who says crane kick was illegal, it was legal by tournament rules. You were allowed kicks to the face, just not punches to the face. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's how the rules were, so that's how they work. So
well, I believe punches would be much more force than a kick.
Not really.
It depends. I mean, have you not? I mean,
but nobody would really use a kick. I mean,
have you not seen Chuck Norris fight?
Absolutely not. Plus, he's Chuck Norris, not a person that knows karate.
Ignore her.
See, now with me, the thing I like about that movie is because I know we were talking about how we could probably just go on for hours just on the themes and the lessons from that movie. You know, just the, you know, not just the training, but I mean, just like everything like Daniel needed in terms of just like life lessons. You know, especially when it came to balance. I like the fact that they hit on the whole social aspect of it because of the fact that, you know, Daniel was from the poor part of it, so a lot of people look down on him. But here's Allie, you know, where she really treated him as an equal. But even her parents, I mean, because at the country club, you know, when she was saying that she was going to go out with him, you know, what her dad's like, not that boy from Reseda. It's like,
exactly,
you know, but it's like, you know, she took the time to get to know him. But I mean, it's like, I mean, if you think about it, you know, as a kid from Reseda, that was the only one that had the guts to stand up for her, you know, when Johnny was going and being a jerk and everything.
Yeah.
But even that in itself, the arc with the Cobra Kais, you know, where it's like when Kreese was telling Johnny to sweep the leg, and then that was kind of like the reveal of like what Miyagi said with the whole bad student versus bad teacher type deal, where it's like, you know, this whole time it's like you're kind of really getting on Johnny because he's doing what he's doing, but then there's that moment where even Johnny is starting to realize that, like, is this dude really worth following? But it's like, and I like the fact that they actually do touch on that in Cobra Kai a little more, so I won't go too much into it now.
Standing ovation to Bobby.
For real though, Bobby was a giga chad that whole movie.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, again, he's like the one where it's kind of like, you know, the whole time, even at the very beginning in the beach scene, if you looked in the background, if you didn't notice, even Bobby was kind of like, you know, did he really deserve that?
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, he really did nothing to really instigate anything anyways. You know, I mean, yeah, he was flirting without anything, but, you know, he don't know what their story is.
Yeah.
And all he was trying to do was just, you know, take care of Allie's radio that Johnny just decided to bust, you know. But, I mean, it's like, I mean, Johnny definitely was quite immature at some part, but you kind of see why.
Like, he really picked up that radio and bent, like...
You know, but it's... I mean, there's just so many things on there. And then, like, the biggest one for me, like I said, is just a scene that over the years really changed in terms of me, in terms of how I liked it. That scene with Miyagi drunk. You know, like when I was a kid, I would just always fast forward to that part. Now there are times where sometimes I'll just fast forward to that part because, you know, it's just the idea of, you know, here he is, you know, he's fighting in the war for our country, and what thanks does he get? They throw his wife into, again, I'm just gonna flat out call it a concentration camp because
you're gonna get canceled.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi's wife being thrown into one of those camps, you know, and dying in that, despite, you know, the fact that he was, you know, out there fighting. But, you know, that being a big character moment, you know, for Mr. Miyagi, but then also a big growth moment, you know, for Daniel, you know, realizing that, you know, here's this man, you know, who's taking him in, trying to help him with his problem, but he's got his own stuff that, you know, he's been dealing with for
years.
I mean, longer than Daniel's been living. You know, like I said, that just turned into one of my favorite scenes in that movie, you know, especially since with, you know, Miyagi, you know, he's just, you know, I wouldn't say he was like a comedic character in that, you know, but he didn't have.
I would say in this movie, he would, I guess he would be classified as the comedy relief character. But he doesn't really fit the comedy relief character.
Yeah, I think we get what you mean with that one, but I mean, either which way, I mean, there's just so many different themes that were just hit in that, and you know, the fact that was the scene they wanted taken out, and I'm like, that was a really important scene for both of those characters. But you know, like I know you were talking about standing ovation for Bobby, you know, because he was the one that, you know, was really kind of like realizing early on, you know, it's like, while he wasn't completely against, you know, beating the crap out of Daniel, it was kind of like, okay, once we got to a certain part, it's like, okay, he did not need to be beaten, you know, like, to the point that he was.
Yeah.
He got a couple punches. He got a couple slaps. Can we like go now?
It is very mature of him to realize they're taking it too far, and for him to actively try to stop them.
And the tournament.
Yeah. It's just very nice.
Also, I also like in the tournament how he's like, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean it.
Yeah. They did bother.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't want to do that to begin with, but again, it's just like, and I guess it just kind of really just shows the intimidation level of Priest. But I mean, again, when you take into the fact that not only are they just his students, but they're kids, this guy is really an imposing figure. He's telling you to do something. I mean, even after he's like saying, it's like, oh, this gets disqualified, really, all he does is out of commission. It's like, what are you going to do to that?
Yeah.
Walk away? Like,
well, okay, you say that, but wait until we watch Karate Kid 2, and you'll understand why that's not such an easy thing. That was Karate Kid. That is a movie I will always enjoy watching and rewatching over and over again. So I'm going to imagine probably in a couple weeks or so, we'll see how things work in terms schedule-wise. We will go into Karate Kid Part 2. I'm really looking forward to that one. I always flip-flop between 1 and 2 on which ones are my favorite, because they both have something special about them, and it's like I can never really pick one over the other. It's like there's times where I like the first one better, but then there's other times I like the second one better. So just so we're clear, the first one's the only one you guys have seen though, right?
Yep.
Like, so you haven't seen 2 or 3, so those will be fresh watches for them. Me, obviously,
gonna be sitting there wanting to spoil everything
and having to keep my mouth shut. So either which way, thank y'all for stopping by. Hope y'all enjoyed the movie. Again, you want to just watch the full watch along, you can join the Patreon there, and just make sure you have a copy of the movie with yourself. Again, we'll have the timer going, so that way you have a time frame of where we are, and we'll catch y'all down the road.